How to Lower Blood Pressure Fast, a video essay by Yusuf.
That's a pretty high blood pressure reading for me. 174/110. Hi, it's Yusuf, and I've lost control of my blood pressure because of stress and because I changed my supplements. I'm doing something wrong. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but 174/110 is too high a blood pressure for me, and I'm going to use my technique of feet soaking to bring it down quickly.
This is what this video is about. It's about lowering high blood pressure fast. By soaking feet in warm water, it explains why a larger volume of water works best and how a bathtub comes in handy. Focusing on the breath helps lower BP, especially on the out-breath. Meditation also comes into it, or at least mental concentration on the breath. This resulted in a drop in my BP of about 20 points, from 170/110 to 150/90, and I felt the physical relief. Here goes. In my earlier video, when my BP was high, this is what I did. I filled a small waste paper basket with warm water, and I soaked my feet in it, which helped lower my dangerously high BP. So when I felt my BP was too high again, I used the same technique. I filled a container with very warm water. This container was smaller than the one I used before. A towel comes in handy to dry feet. I placed both feet in the warm water. What a tight squeeze. I soak my feet in it. I then monitor my BP while focusing on my breath. Here I'm slowing my breath and extending my out-breath. I expected my BP to fall when I measured it. 170/105? Darn! It hasn't budged. After about a half hour of trying and failing, I give up. I suspect the reason is that there's not enough water in the container. It goes cold too quick. So I call in the big guns. I use the bathtub. I adjust the temperature of the water. I've found that 46 degrees Celsius, or about 115 degrees Fahrenheit, is about the warmest temperature I can tolerate.
Ooh. That's hot, but that's not too hot. It's just borderline, just about acceptable.
I let my feet soak. I then focus on my breathing again.
Again, I'm focusing on the out-breath, concentrating on the out-breath, extending the out-breath. And I find it calms me down.
This finally starts to bring my high BP down. My next reading is 151/103. The systolic is much better.
Oh, that's a big drop in the systolic blood pressure.
I spend the next 40 minutes or so focusing on my breathing, especially elongating the out-breath. If the water begins to lose heat and go cold, I refill the bathtub with hot water. My BP bounces up and down a lot, but there's a downward trend. One of the lowest readings it bounced down to was 126/94.
Trying one more time again.
I use this technique when I feel my BP is too high. You know, that bad feeling something is seriously off. I recorded all my BP readings that day on a graph. Here it is. Time is along the bottom axis. BP is along the side. In the mid-afternoon, my BP rose to a dangerous level of around 180/110. My first attempt at feet soaking in a small bucket doesn't bring it down much. My second attempt using a bathtub does. My BP drops down to around 150/90 for the rest of the day. Whew. Without feet soaking, my BP would have remained high all evening at around 170/110. Feet soaking dropped my BP 20 points fast. both systolic and diastolic. I felt much better for it. That distinct feeling of a dangerously high BP went away. This technique was inspired by Virginia Stern's ebook, Natural Solutions to High Blood Pressure. Here she gives 30 techniques for lowering high blood pressure. I combine technique number 2, slow and deep breathing exercises, with technique number 15, soaking your feet and legs in hot water, and technique number 30, meditation. This guide is available at bpgolow.com. The author of the guide says she's an everyday mom. If you Google her name, you'll find she's also an academic at UCSF. I hope you found this video helpful. I made it for you and me to prove to myself this technique does work. Otherwise, I'll doubt myself in the future. Please note, I am not a healthcare provider. This is not medical advice. High BP is a serious medical issue. If you have high BP, please consult your healthcare provider. Thanks for watching, and best wishes for your health.